They put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career. I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress.
Regardless, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle walked away from 50 million. You said it was more. Tell the story.
That's right.
I will let you tell it.
No, you're
no, I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You're proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it.
All right, buckle up, guys, because the comedy world is about to witness a clash of epic proportions. Dave Chappelle has ignited a firestorm by calling out fellow comedian Katt Williams for what he perceives as anti-black sentiments. The drama unfolded after Williams made some controversial comments on Club Shay Shay, sparking Chappelle's ire. Despite Williams not directly mentioning Chappelle, the comedic giant took offense, accusing Williams of disrespecting black artists and hinting at deeper racial issues. This isn't the first time these two have been at odds, but this latest feud has the potential to escalate into a full-blown showdown. Does it mean these two giants are about to feud again? Join us as we explore all the true reasons why Dave Chappelle goes after Katt Williams for being anti-black. But before we move on, don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's dive in. Katt Williams has been speaking out about how the entertainment industry might try to harm him because he's telling the truth. He feels like his career has been held back because powerful people in Hollywood don't like that he keeps talking about them. In an interview, Katt said, "Some of us are against the Illuminati and we pay the price for it."
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal.
When people are against the Illuminati, they face difficulties. The press doesn't like him, and nobody seems to like him. Recently, Dave Chappelle publicly criticized Katt for speaking against black artists during an interview at Club Shay. Chappelle accused Katt of being anti-black and trying to please white people at the expense of his community. This interview with Shannon Sharpe at Club Shay has been one of the most talked about moments of the year. It's been over a month since it aired, and fans are still shocked by what Katt said. Many celebrities mentioned in the interview, including Cedric the Entertainer, are upset with Katt. He accused Cedric of stealing jokes from other celebrities and pretending they were his own. This has led to a lot of backlash against Katt, with many celebrities calling him insensitive or accusing him of making up stories. During the podcast, Katt said, "Nobody knows why liars lie, and that's why I had to come on the program." Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him if he stole Katt Williams' joke, he said it doesn't line up. How doesn't it line up? I did it on TV in 2018. You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019. And then I did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark. He also claimed that Cedric was not a real comedian because he didn't write his jokes. Instead, he stole jokes or depended on other people to write them for him. He said, "Dude's lying." Cedric is sitting here telling you why he isn't a movie star. He's over here looking like a walrus. He didn't say anything. He can't even get his arms off his stomach, sitting over here wondering why I'm not a movie star. He never wrote anything. Remember when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer. We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. You don't think that's a good sign? Katt then mentioned how Cedric would come to his shows to steal jokes from his sets and pass them off as his own, making them even funnier. Katt emphasized that this wasn't just any joke, but his very best and last joke of the set. In 1998, Katt performed this joke on Comic View. Cedric watched him at the Comedy Store, praised his performance, and expressed his love for the joke. 2 years later, Cedric used that same joke as his closing joke on the Kings of Comedy, but he altered it to make it his own, comparing a car to a spaceship. This was embarrassing for Cedric because exposing a comedian or rapper for not writing their lines can damage their career, which is built on their ability to create their material. Understandably, Cedric was furious over Katt's comments on Club Shay. He took to social media to criticize Katt, stating that regardless of Katt's opinion, his career is more than just one joke. Cedric pointed out that he has been in over 40 movies and his specials and brands speak volumes about who he is. Cedric also mentioned the opportunities he has provided to others in the industry, including Katt, and dismissed Katt's tough talk as irrelevant. Cedric emphasized that he is a grown man and won't be affected by Katt's comments. Cedric wasn't the only comedian Katt called out for being fake. He also called Kevin Hart out, saying Kevin was pretending to be more successful than he was. Katt claimed that in his 15 years in Hollywood, no one could remember a sold-out Kevin Hart show or him receiving a standing ovation at any comedy club. Katt questioned how Kevin could have his sitcom and lead a movie like Soul Plane in his first year in LA without anyone hearing about such a quick rise to fame before or since. Katt and Kevin have had issues for a long time. Kevin has criticized Katt for being dishonest about his career and lying about being blackballed in the industry. Kevin even accused Katt of being an addict who couldn't stay clean, which Kevin believed hindered his career. Katt saw his comments on Club Shay as payback for Kevin's words. There was a lot that Katt said about many artists, including Steve Harvey. Steve and Katt had issues for a long time. They started on good terms, but things turned sour when they became competitive. Steve had been in the industry before Katt and even supported Katt in his early days. For example, at the 2005 Bet Comedy Awards, Steve introduced Katt on stage and praised him as one of the hottest young comedians. Their feud intensified when they were both booked for the same New Year's Eve show in Detroit, Michigan. Katt claimed that Steve felt some resentment about him doing the show and started speaking negatively about him. An audio recording surfaced where Katt accused Steve of this. Steve, on the other hand, felt that Katt was using their supposed beef to promote the Detroit show. He was not happy about it and dismissed Katt's claims, calling him disrespectful. Steve emphasized that he was the original king of comedy and wouldn't lower himself to Katt's level. Steve took the stage first and did his set without any issues. However, things changed when Katt came on. Katt went after Steve, criticizing him harshly. Katt didn't hold back, calling Steve an excellent comedian, but suggesting that Steve didn't want any part of the situation. Katt questioned why Steve came out with all the money spent on his outfit and talked about a lady in the audience for 15 minutes instead of focusing on his performance. Despite the incident being in the past, Katt doesn't regret what he said or how he came after Steve without being provoked. He reiterated his comments during his Club Shay performance, claiming that he criticized Steve so hard during that show that Steve was forced to retire from stand-up comedy. Katt insisted that he ended Steve's stand-up career by pointing out that Steve stopped doing stand-up after a comedy battle with Katt in Detroit, where Katt exposed Steve's baldness. According to Katt, Steve couldn't handle the criticism and couldn't continue his stand-up career. You all know that Steve isn't the type to get into online conflicts, but he did indirectly criticize Katt when he posted a video. In the video, he talked about not needing to address haters and just being oneself without saying anything. He referenced a biblical verse about having a table prepared in the presence of enemies. Steve also addressed Wanda Smith, blaming her for ending her career and trying to blame him. This was somewhat understandable because Wanda and her family confronted Katt with weapons after a heated argument on her show. The argument started over whether Tiffany Haddish was a great comedian and quickly escalated. Wanda involved her children in the altercation, prompting Katt to criticize her strongly. Steve's remarks in the video indirectly hinted at the ongoing feud between Katt and Wanda, emphasizing the importance of staying true to oneself in the face of adversity. While he didn't directly name Katt, the message seemed to resonate with the situation involving Katt and Wanda. Katt Williams and Wanda got into a heated exchange on a radio show. Katt was dismissive, suggesting that Wanda should calm down because of her high blood pressure and cholesterol. He jokingly referred to himself as Little Mama's baby daddy and teased Wanda about her size, implying she shouldn't talk about sizes. Wanda defended herself, pointing out that she was big in the radio industry, to which Katt responded by joking about her size again. Katt then teased Wanda about her jewelry, suggesting it was cheap and could be bought at a gas station. He joked that if you bought 2 packs of cigarettes, you could get all of Wanda's jewelry for a low price. Katt responded with more jokes about Wanda's appearance and punctuality, teasing her about being late to the stage and needing to catch her breath. Their argument escalated and Wanda retaliated, accusing Katt of having a criminal record with 19 felonies. Katt responded that it was jail, but not prison, meaning that he had no convictions, although he acknowledged being jailed. Wanda's husband and sons later confronted Katt. TMZ video showed her husband chasing Katt with a weapon into a store. Wanda was fired from the studio following the incident. This confrontation stemmed from their on-air argument and escalated into a real-life altercation. TMZ leaked a video showing Wanda's husband chasing Katt with a weapon into a store. This incident had serious consequences for Wanda as she lost her job over it. The altercation highlighted the tension between Katt and Wanda, which escalated to a physical confrontation. Despite the radio show banter being in jest, it had real-life consequences for Wanda. She is still reportedly upset with Katt over the incident. During his Club Shay interview, he addressed the controversy surrounding Wanda's firing, claiming he had no involvement in her termination. He stated that Wanda's comments about him were seen as borderline homophobic, which was a mistake, especially in Atlanta, a city known for its vibrant LGBTQ+ community. These remarks led to a loss of support from her followers and were considered disrespectful. He expressed his disappointment, saying, "It's a very thin line. I got a call, but this lady was trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homeless fan base. That's why she got canceled." He also criticized Wanda for attempting to shame him by associating him with a community he doesn't belong to. Regarding the incident involving Wanda's husband and sons, he claimed that they downplayed the seriousness of the event. He insisted they were trying to harm him, possibly causing serious harm, stating, "I didn't even know any of the stuff that she had done to my fellow comedians until afterward. I just know she set me up." He described the incident as someone pulling a loaded gun on him during his work, a situation he believes would have received more attention if it had happened to someone else. This incident left him feeling targeted and threatened, highlighting the challenges faced by public figures when dealing with contentious situations. He then discussed how the entertainment industry tries to diminish the masculinity of Black men by pressuring them to wear dresses. He claimed to have turned down lucrative offers because he refused to comply with this expectation, stating, "I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times just to protect my integrity." Katt Williams isn't the first to speak out about this issue. Dave Chappelle has also highlighted Hollywood's tendency to push Black men to wear dresses. Chappelle once rejected a staggering $50 million deal because he was pressured to wear a dress. He mentioned feeling uncomfortable when Martin Lawrence suggested he wear a dress for a movie scene, leading him to refuse the request. Chappelle found it strange that there seemed to be no alternative to wearing the dress, with a separate script already prepared in case he refused. Chappelle described the situation as odd and somewhat sinister, especially when the production team quickly came up with a new scene after he adamantly refused to wear the dress. This experience made him question why Black actors were consistently put in dresses on screen. This practice of emasculating Black men by dressing them in women's clothing is not unique to Chappelle or Williams. Many other Black actors and comedians have faced similar pressures in Hollywood. This phenomenon has sparked discussions about racial stereotypes and the entertainment industry's treatment of Black talent. Williams and Chappelle's experiences shed light on the challenges faced by Black entertainers in maintaining their integrity and resisting harmful stereotypes. Their decisions to reject wearing dresses in films demonstrate their commitment to staying true to themselves and their principles, even at the cost of lucrative opportunities. Terrence Howard supported Katt's statements about the entertainment industry's efforts to weaken the masculinity of Black men. Howard revealed that this pressure was a significant factor in his decision to temporarily retire in 2022. In a recent interview, he emphasized his father's teachings about maintaining one's backbone and voice, saying, "I ain't raising sheep, I raised men." Howard believes that society no longer supports traditional masculinity, and he sees being a man as a challenge in today's world. Howard continued to express his concerns in another interview, confirming the existence of a covert agenda to feminize Black men. He stated that strong Black men are perceived as a threat, leading to efforts to diminish their power. According to Howard, there is a deliberate effort to portray men as effeminate and strip them of their strength and authority. His remarks highlight a broader issue within the entertainment industry and society at large, where traditional notions of masculinity are being challenged and redefined. Howard's decision to speak out reflects a growing awareness and pushback against these changes, with many Black men feeling the need to defend their identity and masculinity in a society that often undermines these qualities. They allow white men to be strong, but when it's Black men, it's seen as threatening. Howard believes that society should expand its narratives to allow men to embrace their masculinity while appreciating women's beauty. However, despite Dave Chappelle agreeing with Katt Williams about the industry's challenges for Black celebrities, he disapproved of Katt criticizing Black comedians on Club Shay Shay. Chappelle accused Katt of being anti-Black and disrespecting Black celebrities. He expressed discomfort with Katt singling out Black celebrities and called him out during one of his recent shows. Chappelle questioned why Katt only targeted Black celebrities and not white comedians, suggesting that Katt's actions were harmful to the culture. Chappelle emphasized that Katt is a skilled comedian, likening him to a painter, but criticized him for painting unflattering pictures of Black people. Chappelle concluded by saying, "Hurt people, but I am a hurt person who never hurts people, and he does it all the time." Chappelle's response highlights the complexities of addressing issues within the entertainment industry and the Black community. While both Chappelle and Williams share concerns about the industry's treatment of Black celebrities, they disagree on how to address these issues. Chappelle believes that criticizing and attacking fellow Black artists is counterproductive and detrimental to the community. His remarks suggest a desire for unity and solidarity among Black artists, urging them to support each other rather than tear each other down. He also criticized Katt for being hypocritical, noting that Katt readily points out others' mistakes while ignoring his own. According to him, Katt claimed he did nothing wrong and only spoke about injustices done to others, not those done to him. He accused Katt of trying to harm other Black men's careers, stating, "If I told my story, it would break your heart. I lost everything and never told on anybody." He expressed admiration for Katt but questioned his actions, asking, "What part of the game messes up another person's opportunities? What part of the game involves snitching on someone?" Fans were swift to show their backing for Katt, with many commenting that Dave should take a step back. They pointed out that Dave had previously expressed annoyance because Katt's performance overshadowed his special. Katt's supporters emphasized that he only spoke out against those who had spread falsehoods about him, and he was merely defending himself. They questioned where Dave was when Kevin Hart claimed he sacrificed his career due to drug issues, suggesting that Dave was selective in his criticisms. It seems like there's going to be some drama between these two comedians. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Then check out the next video if you don't know that. Katt Williams reveals how Steve Harvey left his ex-wife broke and homeless. And don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.